Good day everyone, hope you're all doing well. It's the 48-hour analysis. It is March 25th and we have all of these skins here and we're going to take a look and figure out what potentially is the best thing to invest into, and we're going to figure out, what's the best thing to potentially make some delicious profits out of. You get the idea. So, what are we going to invest to? What's looking good? Let's figure out all the context and then look ahead and see what likely is the best outcome. Alright, all good? So, let's jump straight in. We have the Hardsuit collection. This was the continuation of the Hardsuit hoodie and pants that we saw 2 weeks ago. Very nicely, these jumped up. We had a bit of an obstacle. Some people did unload a lot of stock immediately on the Steam market, but these have fared all right. If we go take a look at them real quickly, as we can see, this right now only has 91 in the market, selling at $3. Yep, there's a 27 there. Not the best, but better than what it was before. We've seen how bad it was before. And then you've got this right here, currently selling at $3, just over $3. And yeah, you get the idea there. So that's cool. That's cool. So they did rise up in price. If we just go down, you can see how the reactionary nature of the Rust economy happened. With a new core piece being accepted, the pre-existing core pieces, of course, go up in price. However, we now look at these two and we have to figure out, okay, so these going to be good things to invest into? Well, there are some problems that we need to address. First of all, we need to understand that currently, at the moment, for April 4 swipe, and the week after that, we're having 2 weeks of Easter workshop Rust rotations, all right? Just give you a nice little bit of a context on that. Yep, as we can see right here on TDG's own server, he points out that, yes, on the 6th and the 13th of April, it's going to be 2 weeks of Easter Rust rotations. So keep that in mind. This also means the next Rust rotation isn't going to be new skins that are going to appear over this weekend. No. Why? Why do I say that? Because we're already seeing... Let's just go over to here. If I were to just quickly show you, you can start to see how we're already starting to see Easter skins being submitted. Yeah, 6 of them so far. Yes, Easter skins are being submitted now because they need to get picked out and ready for April 6th. I'm sure you can understand. So that would mean that all the skins that we're going to see for the next Rust rotation will be skins that have been submitted these past few weeks. So keep that in mind. We're not going to see Hardsuit Tier 2 until, well, at the very least not until the end of April, if it were to happen. And Shedmon might not rush into doing that. So you've got to keep that into consideration. We're not going to see Hardsuit Tier 2 appear until the end of April at the very least. Knowing this, let's just keep that on our heads. The second thing we have to be a little bit concerned about with the Hardsuit Tier 3 is 2 days in and we've already got over 12,000 sales. The hoodie and the pants had around 18,000 sales. Do you see the problem here? Yeah, this is looking like it's going to overlap these. Now, if it only overlaps by a few thousand, that's not too bad. But at the moment, this is definitely looking like it's going to overlap this by a few thousand. If any more, then there is a problem. And we literally saw this very bad problem happen with the likes of Elite Crate hoodie and pants. As I've said like 10 times now, Elite Crate face mask and chestplate only have about 16,000 sales each, but these two had over 29,000, and you can instantly see the problem. Because of that, we now have, 236 and 267 of these on the Steam market now? Yeah. In the grand scheme of things, will this be okay? Yeah, the Tier 3 will be alright, but these are going to be a problem because there's 13,000 extra excess amount in comparison to these two. So remember, we usually consider the complete possible, all the possible complete collections. There's an excess of 13,000 here. At the moment, we are still 6,000 less than the hoodie and the pants, but we have to keep an eye on the sales. So make sure to keep checking that. If you haven't bought any right now, that's fine. Remember, these are abnormal. We don't need to rush into buying them. But that is the context I want to keep... Sorry, I got an itchy nose. Why have I got an itchy nose? That is the context that I wanted to get across to you. Also, let's also be aware of investor impatience. So what usually happens is if we don't see Hardsuit Tier 2 being submitted to the workshop for a long time, let alone, if it is and then it isn't accepted for a while, people tend to give up, and they tend to give up very quickly. And a lot of people don't seem to understand that we're not going to see Hardsuit being submitted over the course of Easter. So a lot of people just kind of don't fully understand that, and they will most likely give up whilst all the Easter skins are being rolled out. Do you get what I mean? So next week we're definitely not going to see Hardsuit, and then the 2 weeks after that we're definitely not going to see it. So at bare minimum, we're not going to see Hardsuit Tier 2 until another 4 weeks' time. Let alone we're more likely going to see it maybe over the course of 5, 6 or 7 weeks. That's what I'm trying to get across to you. So yeah, this is actually looking like a situation where I think Hardsuit Tier 3 very likely, potentially, will be going below its restore price, and it might be better off just doing a buy order. That is why I bring up and say, this is abnormal. We don't need to rush into buying it. Everything's looking pretty standard. Also, we do have the CSGO stuff happening at the moment, or rather Counter-Strike 2. We've got the beta coming out. Well, it's already out. It's already surpassed 1.5 million. In fact, I can just show you this right now. Yeah, it's beaten 1.5 million. There you go. So here, Counter-Strike. I wouldn't be surprised if when this properly releases in the summer, we reach 2 million for CSGO. And why do I bring this up? Well, I'm pretty sure a lot of people that play Rust play CSGO as well, and with that big update coming out, I think that's going to potentially take away a lot of the player count, and I do worry for Rust over the course of the next few months, but again, this is routine. We are going to expect prices to go down cheaply, so for all of these skins that we're going to talk about as well, do keep in mind, over the course of the next few months, skin prices for Rust skins in general are going to be pretty bad. So prepare yourselves. Right, so, yep, keep that, all that context is there. I'm looking at this and I'm actually expecting it to go below its restore price. I think we are going to surpass the hoodie and pants, and I think investor impatience will happen. So I've mentioned all that I needed to mention. Let's now talk about the Bombshell Double Armored Door, which, to my surprise, isn't the top-selling skin of the week. To my surprise, I really have to get this across, all right? We don't have that many Double Armored Door skins. The cheapest one, after Bombshell, is the Hellwalker Double Door, which is $7. This is all of the marketable double doors. Please take a look at that, all right? The best thing that I can show to you for what likely will happen to this is the Outer Planets Double Armored Door. Outer Planets Double Armored Door was the last Double Armored Door skin to be accepted. Right now, this is selling for $8.60. This sold in the Rust store for $2.99. It sold 20,000, as you can see there, just over 20,000. But the best thing that we can do for ourselves is take a look at its past, because everything that happened to this is going to be happening to our new Bombshell Double Armored Door. This came out last year in March time. And about a month in, we then saw the likes of a CSGO major tournament coming out. So that was Antwerp 2022. In a few weeks, we're going to have Paris 2023. And what usually happens is CSGO, when it has a major tournament, it gets a whole bunch of new stickers, sticker capsules, autograph, it gets a whole bunch of stuff that people can buy. And they tend to be very reliable investments. And now that we've found out that we're only getting one major this year, I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of money gets put towards this next CSGO major, because no longer are we going to have CSGO major tournaments, we're going to have Counter-Strike 2 major tournaments. You get the idea. So basically, same game but upgraded. Yeah. So I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people do throw a lot of money at this last CSGO tournament. Well, if that's going to happen, you're very likely going to see a lot of Rust skins suffer because of that. And, you know, Double Armored Door very likely could suffer. But basically, one thing that we saw last year was loads of people invested into Antwerp stickers because they looked exactly like Stockholm stickers. They're borderless CSGO stickers. They're the most valuable things that you could buy. I mean, it's been a year since Antwerp and they've all like 10 times in price. Now you can understand why it's very, very lucrative to jump in and start investing into those CSGO stickers. Point made, this didn't actually go below its restore price ever. Not a single point did this Outer Planets Double Armored Door go below its restore price. It was the highest selling Double Armored Door, and still it didn't struggle. It only maintained its value, and then at the end of July just went up and up, and this peaked at just over $10. This tripled in price from its restore price ever since March of 2022. Over the course of 9 months, it just steadily went up. Now, of course, we've gone down since January. Understandable. That was post-Christmas time. We're out of post-Christmas time. But when we hit the good times again, I wouldn't be surprised if we go above $10 again for this. So the point made is, Double Armored Doors, we don't see many of them being accepted. And, oh, I've got something to show you in a minute. There were attempts to try and get one accepted. But yeah, we don't see many of them being accepted. Therefore, there's not that much problem in regards to, well, is there going to be issues? Is there going to be competition? Is there likely going to be any more that could affect the price of the one that recently just came out? I don't think that's going to happen. And let me show you what happened. In 2022, we had a lot of attempts. I'm talking especially during the likes of holiday events. We got the Neon Pumpkin Armored Double Door. That wasn't accepted. We had the Cold Hunter Double Armored Door. That wasn't accepted. We had the No Mercy Double Armored Door that came out when the Armored Doors had a buff. That wasn't accepted. We had the Constellations Double Armored Door. That wasn't accepted. We had the Comics Double Armored Door. No, that wasn't accepted. Neither was this. Neither was this. Yeah, you get the idea. Neither was this. I am led to believe that this is looking to be a very safe but long-term investment. You have to understand that this isn't going to properly ripen up to be its wonderful profit until January 2024. Please understand that. Please respect that. But if you got the money, if you sold a whole bunch of stuff back in January time of 2023, 2 months ago, if you buy a bunch of these and wait 9 months, I wouldn't be surprised if this at bare minimum doubles in price. Not only is it glow in the dark, but it also has the see-through hatches. And we have seen the effect of TikTok recently. It takes just one good video, one good TikTok, and then everybody sees it, and then everybody buys it out. And that is exactly what happened to the likes of Bombshell Garage Door, which had been on the Steam market for many months, but then one guy on TikTok makes a video to point out and say, hey guys, do you know that this actually has see-through? And then it doubled in price. And ever since then, it's managed to keep that price. So before that TikTok video came out, this was selling for about $1.50. The video comes out, doubled in price. So yeah, that was the life of the Bombshell Garage Door. But one thing that we should also be aware of with this was that this only sold 22,000, but still, for the longest time, it had like 400 quantity. In fact, I actually have a short video talking about that. Hopefully it's not going to be loud. This is it, Bombshell Garage Door quantity problem. For the longest time, this was struggling. Let's just mute myself. Yeah, can you see how that had 373 quantity? Well, this was the state of the Bombshell Garage Door about a month and a half ago, 6 weeks ago. It wasn't holding up very nicely. It was struggling. But then, one TikTok video later, it doubled in price, and then everything was just... So, yeah, maybe we will see some people just dump all of their stock and forget about it. Hopefully they don't do that, because that's incredibly dumb. So, yeah, gentlemen, this right here, with all of its potential positives, all of that context I've just thrown out to you, guys... This is looking to be probably the best long-term investment you could make this year. And yeah, depending how many you buy, please take into consideration you do have to sell them as well. If you buy 1,000, please take into consideration that you have to sell 1,000 as well. But hey, you don't have to sell all of them next year. You could hold on to them for another year, and another year, and another year. Guys, please, look at the prices of these doors. Highest price, here we go. $15, $11, $9, $7.50, $7. Yeah. By default, this is going to double in price. But it is going to be a longer wait. So, yeah, that's it. That's your investment. That's right. That's it right there. If we do magically see tons of double armored doors being accepted, all right, yep, yeah, sure, maybe it will be affected, but still, it has that feature, the see-through hatch. And again, it just takes one notable TikTok video. That's that. So I'm going to leave that for now, but yeah, I'm probably going to buy a few hundred of them personally. Like, I can afford that, and I look forward to it. Right, so Arctic Skull LR300, guys. It's an LR300. It's the item itself. It's the gun itself. The gun demand just isn't there for the LR300. You can clearly see with all of the most recent LR300s, pretty much all of them are in the negative. It's unfortunate, but it is the gun itself. Why do you use an LR300 when you could just use an AK? That's basically it. They just don't really compare. You might get one from a crate. You do oil rig and you get one. You'd be like, oh, okay, I guess I'll use it. But then other than that, once it's done, it's done. And are you going to really try and salvage it? No, probably not. So, yeah, nice gun, but it's just doesn't have the demand. So, low gun demand, low demand to use the skins, which equals to low prices for skins. This is, right here, a $2. It's a $2 LR300. And I think it's going to be a 70 cent to 90 cent buy order. And it's basically that. That's basically it. Yeah. Yeah. So, that is unfortunate, but that's very likely how it's going to end up at. Now we've got the bare bones tools and hatchet. And again, this is unfortunately another situation where hatchets and pickaxes, they just don't hold value. There you go. Every single one from 2022. Down, 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 down. So this is selling for $1.28. That's selling for just over $1. That's selling for just over $1. That's selling for $1.34. That's selling for $1.20. That's selling for $1. That's selling for $1.01. Yeah. Yeah. Not looking good. Then we'll take a look at the pickaxes. Are the pickaxes any different? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. So yeah, get a good look at this. Just over $1, just over $1, $1.50, just over $1, just over $1, $1.15. So yeah, guys, unfortunately, that is the case. Unfortunately, this is the situation where it's just, again, 70 cents to 90 cents. The actual items themselves just don't have the demand. It's I know. Surely you're using your hatchets. Surely you're using your pickaxes, but yeah, no. Apparently, the skins just don't have the demand. Yes, Bare Bones Hatchet has this goofy little toothy guy. Hey, he's got a good set of chompers, doesn't he? Will that help it out? Will people appreciate little toothy guy here, and will that work out for him? I don't know, but, you know, we shall see. But by default, I'm looking at these two and thinking 70 cents to 90 cents. It's just going to get turned into metal, probably. So with that, I'll move on to the next thing. We got the crate box. This is a cool little box made by Mr. Ajiba. Congratulations on your first skin ever to be accepted. Same to you, Mr. Alloy, with your LR300. However, we look at this and we have to consider, right, so how well is this going to hold up in the future? Guys, I think it will be going below its restore price. It's $2.49, and with the impending, you know, we got the bad times just ahead of us. Yeah, look at all of the... Yeah, it's not looking good. Will it bounce back up and do nicely in the future? I think it will. I think this will do nicely in the future. Longer term, yeah, I think it will be doing all right. But it's only got it doesn't even have 7,000 sales. It's got less than 7,000 sales after 2 days. You're probably going to end up in a situation where you have about 11,000 sales, much like the Twig Large box, because I can remember it having a similar amount after 2 days. Guys, I think this might be something that a lot of people overlook, and then randomly in the future it will do very nicely. But it is abnormal. I don't need to rush into buying it. I can do my buy orders first, then make a decision afterwards. That applies to everything except the LR300, so yeah, keep that in mind. I would rather do my buy orders first, then take a look at it. I can see it having a nice potential, you know, bounce back, you know, when times are good, but yeah. And will we see more of these skins? Because Mr. Jeeba has been making some interesting looking box skins in reference to all the loot crates. Is that the right way of saying it? Yeah, I guess you could say, yeah, all the crates and whatnot that we see in game, and yeah, you get the idea. We'll get all of our loot. So maybe we'll see the other ones being accepted. Maybe we won't. But if it does turn into a set, that will be something to keep an eye out for. So very cool. But yeah, let's move on to the Lunar SAR. The Lunar collection is flourishing quite nicely. 3 skins so far, looking quite nice. Oh wow, the Thompson's down by 2%. Uh-oh. But hey, I know that'll do alright as time goes on. Yep, we're very likely going to be seeing some more Lunar skins being made. Well, at the very least, not for another 3 or 4 weeks, because, of course, Easter. But, yeah, this is the first semi-automatic rifle to be accepted after a few weeks. Only the third one in 2023, but by default, I just take a look at all of the most recent ones that we've seen. And what do we see with the semis? They're not doing super good. They are not doing super good. It's a bit unfortunate. Some of them back in 2022 did hold up quite nicely. Some of them not so much. It looks to be a bit of a 50-50 situation. But if we do keep seeing some more Lunar skins, will it help out? I don't know. It is awkward. It's a cool looking skin, and under the right lighting, all the craters look really cool. The bump map looks really cool. I think Y9J actually will be making some other types of skins at some point, not just weapons. So we'll keep an eye out for that. There's definitely a lot of creative potential with this. I'm sorry for scratching my nose. For some strange reason, it's really itchy. I don't know why. I'm very sorry about this. But yeah, with what we see here, I'd rather just leave it for a bit. It is abnormal. We could do our builders first, then make considerations. But it is the lowest selling skin of the week. And, you know, in the future, could that bounce back quite easily? It could. It could. So, yeah, people do like to use their SARs. This is a nice looking SAR. Mr. Micro is making the joke of, hey, it's grey out. The mix between whiteout and blackout. It's grey out collection. Hey, Y9J, we'll need those grey out clothing and armour pieces, won't we? So, just saying. So other than that, gentlemen, that's all of the skins. 7 of them are abnormal. We don't need to rush into buying them. We can take our time. We can do our buy orders. Just remember, though, this week, abnormal buy orders will be starting to appear at a later time because the clocks are going to change in the UK. That means the abnormals will now appear at 1 o'clock in the morning, UK time. So for everybody, they're going to start appearing over the course of the next 6 months, an hour later. And if that's not good for you, I'm very sorry to say, but that's just the way it is. So, yeah. I'm still going to be doing my abnormal buy order streams and videos. Don't you worry, I still will be doing that. But, yeah, that is the situation. Guys, honestly, the only thing that I have 100% faith in is the double door. I am going to do my strong buy order. I am going to do my purchase on the Wednesday/Thursday. And I am going to just hold on to them for a long time. Because that is how it works. And if you don't like that, I'm very sorry. But, yeah, I just know this could easily spring up at some point, and I look forward to it. Hopefully it doesn't sell too much, and at the moment, it doesn't look like it will. I think it's probably going to end up maybe at around 20 to 22,000 sales. And that is a very comfortable amount, and that will be very nice for it for the future. And with that, gentlemen, that's basically it. We've talked about all that we needed to say. Had a quick little look into the past. One little thing that I want to bring up to you. Easter. Easter is on the horizon, so keep an eye on the Easter skins that are appearing on the workshop. Don't forget to go and comment, say some nice things, or give some feedback. You know, these people can make an alternate version of a version 2, if you get what I mean. So if you have a very good idea, you could actually help them out to make an alternate version, and hey, maybe the alt gets picked. You just help them out. Maybe you just want to offer a nice comment or two. You're going to see a lot of food. You're going to see a lot of chocolate and icing and eggs, and yeah, you're going to see a lot of that. So yeah, don't be surprised. Now, what we can also do is just take a look at the skins in the past, see how they're holding up. So last week's skins, all of these, yes, all of these, they all appeared at the same time. I actually uploaded the video today. So delayed store buy orders. If we ever see this happen again where the Rust store is delayed, we will know that in the future, all the skins will become marketable at the same time. So all of these skins did become marketable at midnight. Well, it was Thursday night going into Friday morning, and yeah, we all attacked, and it was enjoyable, I'm sure it was. But yeah, no, this did not get pumped up like the stone door, but the abyss furnace did. So let me just talk about that real quickly. Sheet metal door did not have the support. I was the highest buy order. I had a $2 buy order, and it immediately went down, and I saw it happening. I was like, no! I pulled out real quickly. I only bought 2 of them. Yeah, the buy orders have immediately gone down. This is not getting boosted. This is not getting pumped up. This is a lot more awkward in comparison to the stone door. So yeah, 500 quantity in 2 days. That's not looking good. And I did make a point how after 10 minutes this already had 100 quantity on the Steam market. It looks like there's, yeah, that's the big difference. If we were to just quickly go ahead and take a look at stone door, miraculously, even though it sold more, only has 162 on the market. Only 162. No, 100. Wait, what? Wait, what? Did you see that? It is what? Strange things are happening here, I tell you. Strange things. But yeah, this did. Oh, look, I think the weekend pump has happened where someone just jumps in and buys out a whole bunch of them. No, it doesn't look so much today. I think this is actually gradually going to start going down now. But then with this yesterday, I did see like 50 of them getting bought out. Yeah, you can see how it just miraculously climbs. 3, 9, 11, 9, 13, 7, 14, 20. Yeah, so it climbed all the way up here and then went all the way back down again. So, yeah, I think some people did jump in and attack. Maybe some people just thought, oh, no, I missed out. I should buy a bunch. But, yeah, even then, I still think this might end up struggling after a while. So just keep that in mind. But, yeah. So that was just my curiosities there. Some of these skins are below their Rustall price already, but will it go that low? Probably not. I've already discussed all of that. We'll talk about March 9 real quickly. Well, let's go take a look at these skins. And, well, only the Hardsuit is doing good. Everything else, nope. Even the Chemical Burn Python looks like that wasn't pumped. Or rather, it hasn't been pumped yet. So keep an eye on this. That only had 4,700 sales. So let's keep an eye on that. So yep, only these two because, you know, reactionary nature of the Rust economy. And then we go over to March 2 and, well, that's kind of evens. This is struggling. That's an AK, of course it's struggling. We didn't see Pizza Hoodie and Pants this week, but need I remind you, Silly Week, the last Rustall rotation of the month, is next week. I wouldn't be surprised if we do see Pizza next week. Wouldn't be surprised in the slightest. With Frog Rock and Armoured Garage Door, something like that. Yep, fully expect it. Fully expect it. So, yeah, everything here is in the negative. Not looking good. And then, yeah, that's starting to go down in price. I don't think that's going to hold for much longer. And I think this gradually at some point will go down. And everything else here, other than Pizza, not looking good. So, yeah. Oh, even the sap's gone down now. Oh, it was not being pumped anymore. So, yeah. Gradually, everything will be going below its Rustall price or struggle. You know, that is to be expected now. Bad times, we're getting close. But if you sold all of your stuff in January and you got that money, keep an eye on all of this and start buying in. Get those skins whilst they're cheap. Because when times are good again and you sell those skins, you're going to be making some delicious profits. Gentlemen, thank you for watching me. I greatly appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. Let's keep an eye out for all of this. And, yeah, pace yourselves. Don't buy too many skins, you know. If you're going to buy some double armored doors, only buy an amount that you can afford and you know you can sell. Other than that, have a good one. See you later.